Hi, I'm KK and today we're gonna talk about Gap the series. But before we come to an actual video, I want to give you a little disclaimer. This video is gonna have spoilers because I just want to share my thoughts and opinions about this drama. Now when you already know this, then we can come to an actual video. Wow, I haven't done it for a while and I almost forgot my only intro. But yeah, I'm really sorry that I wasn't here. I had some problems with my throat, but now it's a little bit better and I hope so that I can fully come back here. And well, it's not like I haven't done anything. I was pretty active on my TikTok, so if you want to check this out, it's on my description box. You can just check this out and click on the link and you will be on my TikTok. And on the TikTok you can see about which dramas I'm gonna record the future videos. Because on TikTok I reacting right after I watching some episodes. And here I want to make the summary about the whole drama and what I think about this, and please remember to not treat my video as a review because I'm not a critic, I'm not professional. I just like to watching dramas and I just want to share my thoughts with other people and discuss about those dramas and maybe see another point of view. So yeah, now really we can come to an actual video. This drama has one season of 12 episodes and this is the first GL Thai drama, or at least it was advertised as one, and I also haven't seen any other GL drama from Thailand before, so it probably was the first one, but if it wasn't then please tell me which one was because I'm really curious. And yeah, this is a story about two girls, Mon and Sam. Sam is the CEO of a big company and she's a very strict boss and she always have a poker face, she has problems how to show her emotions properly, and you know, she's that kind of boss who is really scary for her employees. And from the other side we have Mon. Mon is very cute, funny and a little bit stupid character actually. And she's that kind of character who has no idea when better is to be quiet. And unfortunately, but she's pretty obsessed about Sam since they were kids because they knew each other back then. But yeah, I'm gonna talk about this obsession stuff and the spoiler part because I had no idea how to talk about this without giving you spoilers, so yeah, I'm gonna talk about this later. And Mon just started to work in Sam company and we will gonna see how they fall in love with each other during this whole story. And yeah, if you think that this is sound like a typical office drama, then yeah, unfortunately it was very schematic office drama, but if being not very original would be the only problem with this drama, then it would be great. But unfortunately this drama was a huge disappointment for me because I was waiting for this so much, and based on the cast I thought that it will be great drama, but unfortunately it wasn't. It has many disadvantages and I'm gonna talk about this in this video on very specific examples. I thought that it would be a great drama because cast was incredible and I know that they're talented, but unfortunately it was just wasting potential. But unfortunately, instead of a good drama, we got something which was very schematic. It was not original at all. It was too cute for me. It was totally unrealistic and those characters behave more like fanfic characters or cartoon characters than real people, and there were so many cringe humor and cringe scenes. So yeah, unfortunately, like I said, it was a huge disappointment. And if you want to say that I'm not picky because this GL, no, if it would be a BL or let's say regular drama, I would be the same picky because I create this channel to share my thoughts about those dramas and also to discuss with you because I know that this drama has many fans and I want to see the point of view of someone who really liked this drama and who think that this drama is great. And also, yeah, I just want to share a different point of view, okay? I hope so that you're not gonna hate me after this video, but yeah, it's just my point of view. Remember, even if I say that something is bad, it doesn't mean it's bad, it just means that I don't like it and that's it. It's not that deep, okay? And yeah, we got the house again, and like I said in probably my The Eclipse video, this house seriously deserved to be an actual character at this point because it played in more dramas than some actors. Okay, now I think we can come to spoiler part. Well, I have some weird feelings during this whole drama because I felt like they had much more material but they just didn't use it for some reason and they cut it in a really weird way, and because of this I really often felt like I missed something or I haven't watched the episode. I was checking this few times if I actually watching the good episode and I was watching every single one, but yeah, I really often felt like I missed something even if I really focused on this drama. So yeah, I have no idea what was wrong with that. And also this drama was very chaotic and world building and screenplay was pretty bad and poor written, and I had no idea. Maybe it was the problem with the novel and they just make an adaptation and that's it. They didn't add many stuff. You know, when the base was bad, then it's really hard to make something good. So yeah, maybe the novel was that terrible. I have no idea where the problem was, but yeah, it wasn't a good drama. And also there were so many ridiculous scenes and many things which were totally unnecessary or weird. For example, the whole plot of Nita was totally unnecessary because, well, actually I thought that she will be the main antagonist and she will try to destroy Sam and Mon relationship because she looked like she also was obsessed about Sam. And I don't know, maybe Idol Factory can't create a normal character who's not obsessed. I seriously have no idea, but yeah, she looks kind of obsessed about Sam. And that's why I thought that she will be the main antagonist, but during their first and last meeting, probably, I don't remember now well, but during their last meeting she said that they're gonna see each other again, and she never came back later. So yeah, her existence in this drama was totally unnecessary actually. And it was probably the first time when I didn't like the main characters, which is really weird for me because I keep watching this because I wanted to finish it, because until the end I really hope so that it turns out to be good, but unfortunately not. And those characters seriously were so poor written and their behavior was so weird and so unrealistic, and they really behave like a fanfic characters, but sometimes they started to behave like a real one, like real people, but then always something comes up and they come back to being the fanfic ones. So yeah, seriously, this drama had so many problems. And now I will give you some examples why I think this drama is ridiculous and what I didn't like exactly. Okay, let's start from the scene somewhere in the beginning in some of the first episodes, maybe even in the first one, when Mon wanted to go home and, you know, call for a taxi, and Sam show up and ask her that why she has such a thin shirt, something like this, and she gave Mon the blazer when she herself has a blazer with cotton sleeves. So it was totally ridiculous, but I like a little bit of originality in the scene, because usually in romantic movies and productions, in that kind of moment we see that one person, in this case Sam, should give the Mon a ride, but she didn't. She just called for a taxi, which was a nice surprise and something more original than we usually see. So yeah, I like this. And another surprise was when Sam asked Mon about her grandma and where grandma wanted to chase Mon away. She told Sam this right after Sam asked about this. And yeah, that was pretty nice surprise, and they didn't create unnecessary drama, at least this one time. But yeah, like I said, this drama has some good points and had some nice things and some realistic stuff, but unfortunately mostly it wasn't like this. And also this whole obsession from Mon's side was terrible, and seriously, I have no idea what's wrong with us as a society that we still keep romanticizing such a disgusting and terrible stuff, and really scary one like obsession, stalking and other gross stuff. This is not something what we should romanticize. There's so many good things in this world which we can romanticize, but not things like this. They're really disgusting, they're really scary, and they're really dangerous, and we should remember about this, not keep romanticize this. And I'm really mad at Idol Factory, and that's why I don't like their productions, because they always use, you know, their coloring is always so colorful. Yeah, it makes sense. But yeah, they always use so many colors and they try to make it cute, but even if you use many colors, if you use cute music, and you know, you make the story cute, it doesn't change the fact that you romanticizing disgusting stuff. Obsession is still obsession, stalking is still stalking, and other terrible stuff are still terrible stuff. You just use nice coloring and that's it. It's not romantic, it's not cute, okay? And I talk about this so much in my Love in the Air video probably, because it was the same case. They tried to make it cute, but it wasn't cute. So yeah, but I really tried to keep this in mind that this is not real, this is just a drama, and I tried to ship them, but I just couldn't because of their behavior. And well, okay, this obsession stuff was one thing, and I was really uncomfortable when Sam find out that Mon has obsessed about her, and she totally had any reaction on this. That was really uncomfortable for me, but also I really don't like their characters in general, Mon and Sam, because, okay, they were poor written, that's the first thing, but also their behavior was pretty annoying, and I really hate this part with Kirk because their relationship was really unfair towards Kirk because, okay, cheated is just bad, okay? And, well, Kirk didn't deserve it. No one deserved it for such a thing. And I was so mad at Sam because Sam was that kind of person who, first of all, she was really selfish on this, but also she was that kind of person who wanted to eat a candy and have a candy, and this is impossible. And I know that during this wedding we supposed to be sad about Mon and Sam when Kirk proposed, and okay, proposing on someone else's wedding is really rude and it should never happen, but I'm not gonna talk about this, it's not important right now. But what Mon expected, Sam was in a relationship, and okay, I understood that Sam and Kirk's relationship was really complicated and they exist only because of this grandmother, and the grandmother was the main problem. Yes, I totally agree on this, but Sam was an adult, and if she didn't want to do what grandma wants, then she should cut her and try to live on her own, and if she couldn't do this, then she shouldn't start this whole relationship with Mon in the first place, because she just hurted both of them, and that's it. And also Kirk, who was the victim of the situation actually, especially that Sam was keep acting like nothing changed. And yeah, and she and Kirk were friends from childhood, so I'm sure that she could talk about this with Kirk and just told him that she liked Mon and how this all started and she wanted to end the relationship, or they can keep pretending when it comes to grandma, but no, better is lying and cheating, right? So yeah, I understand that Sam was really complicated character, or at least she should be, but they couldn't make this properly, and she was really broke, and yeah, I really understand it, and I feel really sorry for her because her grandma was seriously a monster and she did terrible stuff to her, but it doesn't change the fact that she was an adult already and she should take responsibility for her actions and think first before do something. So yeah, that's why I just couldn't ship them. But actually Sam and Mon was really worthy of each other. One was crazily obsessed, the other one was crazily jealous, and yeah, that was the part of Sam character which I really don't like, and I don't like people like this who are so crazy jealous, and she really should work on this. And those scene with her friends, she was totally over the limit and her behavior. For example, in the scene when she, Mon, and T were in front of Mon's house and Sam pushed T, it was seriously crazy and it should never ever happen, and then she slapped Tim. She really should work on her jealousy. It was really scary. And also I was really sad because no matter how much time left, Mon still felt like she's not good enough for Sam because she is not rich and she have nothing to offer. And I really don't know why people still care so much about money. I mean, okay, money is important because it's pretty hard to live without them, and money can make your life much easier, but that's it. They're not define you as a person if you're good or bad or anyhow. And well, I understand that it can be some problems between people who are from different environment, but it's not only about money, it can be about culture, religion, or point of view, wherever. And I think as long as people want to be with each other, they can work on it somehow, and it can work. Of course it cannot work like everything, but yeah, I think as long as you try, I mean, as long as both sides try, it can work probably. And also thing which I didn't like, it's a small thing, but yeah, it keep annoying me. I mean, this is something which I personally just don't like. When people make productions and they, instead of showing something properly, they just keep talking about this. For me, it's just a lazy writing. And those whole differences between them, those whole gaps between them, I get it that they want to show them, and yeah, they should show them, not keep talking about this. It was pretty nonsense. We should just see them and that's it. We don't need those whole conversation about this. And also, oh my god, the worst part was those all cringe scenes. For example, those nose mouth biting. What was that? It was so cringe for me, and well, also it was really fake and unrealistic. And someone on my TikTok said really good that the problem in the scene was that, first of all, it was totally out of nowhere that they started to behave like this and kissing each other, but Mon was really into this right after Sam bite her, and you know, usually people after something like this, when something like this happened, they should be surprised first and then be into this if they want to, but not just go into this just like that. You know, it was fake because of this, and also this whole Sam Sam Mon Mon part. Okay, giving each other cute names in a relationship, it's totally okay. If someone like it, it's fine. But I mean this whole part when Sam was pretending that she's dog, it was seriously so cringe. And I know that there's some people who think this cute and who like this, but I'm definitely not that kind of person. For me, it's just so cringe. And also, I just can't believe that they even put here this nose bleeding from excitement. Like, oh my god. I know that this is a typical stuff from anime, and there is a normal stuff, but maybe I will surprise some of you, but this is not so common in real life. Okay, yes, it can happen if you have really weak veins in your nose, but only then. And also, even if you have weak veins, it doesn't mean that it's gonna happen. It just can. It's just possible that it can happen, but seriously, this is not so common. And yeah, again, it was... I just couldn't stand it. And also the situation when Sam was keep avoiding Mon, and then she told her that she loves her, and Mon was like, oh, you always say things the opposite and do things the opposite that you think. But okay, when Sam told Mon that she likes her, she took it as hate, but when she avoided her, then she didn't take it as love. Like, it was really selective and it doesn't have any sense. And I remember that someone on my TikTok said that it was because Sam was acting like she hated Mon because she was avoiding her for weeks, and that's why she thought like this. But I just don't know. For me, it was just bad writing. And also, you know, when Sam was keep telling Mon, I love you, I hate you, because she had no idea which one Mon will take as a love, I was also confused as Sam actually in this part, because also it was really the opposite how Finn was acting, because it was really obvious from her facial expression that she loves Mon, and she really telling her that she loves her, not hate her. But yeah, it was... okay, it can mean that Mon was so dumb. It's also a possibility, but still I think that it was just a bad writing, unfortunately. And yeah, also they created so many ridiculous and fake dramas totally out of nowhere, and they created problems where there was none. But I'm not gonna talk about this because it's problem in many dramas. But yeah, here we also have it. And okay, that's all I'm gonna say about Sam and Mon. Now let's talk about other characters, and maybe let's start from Kirk. Well, since the beginning I liked him, and he looked like a decent and nice guy. But I was so surprised that even after he found out about Mon and Sam relationship, he still cared about Mon and her feelings and her image, when she totally didn't care about this. And well, during their conversation, when he told Mon that it would be better for her if she just go away and, you know, cut her relationship with Sam, he actually speaks facts. He didn't say anything wrong. Since the beginning, Sam and Mon relationship was wrong. I mean, in this case, because Sam was already in relationship, and yes, grandmother was the main problem. Yes, I totally agree, but it doesn't change the fact that Sam shouldn't start this relationship in the first place. It was just bad, and it was totally unfair towards Kirk. But somewhere at the end of this drama, when I saw how submissive Kirk is towards grandmother, I was a little bit annoyed by him. But I also understand that he was polite and he wanted to be kind toward grandmother because she's older. And yeah, you know, we grow up with this mindset that we need to respect elder people and we need to do everything what they want because they're older. But, you know, we still can say no when we uncomfortable with something, and we can have our own mindset. We don't need to agree with them on everything. So yeah, that was a little bit annoying for me, but like in general, I really like his character. Okay, now let's talk about the main problem, which is Grandma herself. And yeah, she seriously was pure evil and like a monster more than a living creature. She has no empathy, and I really hate her so much for what she have done to her granddaughters, and the way how she treated people was just terrible. And seriously, seeing in how bad condition she put Sam was terrible, especially after the scene when Sam almost make her free from her will. It was really terrible for me to see how much Sam was broken in this scene, and also later when she blaming herself of what happened, even if it was totally not her fault. And actually, I thought that the grandma fake all of this and she gone to hospital because it was her plan to make Sam do what she want, but it turns out that she really almost disappeared, and unfortunately she didn't, because if she did, then it will solve all the problems actually in this drama. And well, here I want to say that I just love Ning, Sam's older sister, because she was such a good in the scene. In general, I really like her character. She was a really good sister. Yeah, she was a little bit harsh sometimes, but Sam needed to hear this to actually make herself free. And also I love Ning for everything what she said to Grandma in the scene when they confronted each other, because well, Grandma just needed to hear this. And seriously, this Grandma makes me so mad in the scene in the hospital when she was blaming Song's girlfriend about what happened, when the whole problem still was in Grandma, and she was the main reason why Songs ended like this. So yeah, I seriously have no idea how terrible you need to be to care more about scream on someone than go to the doctor and ask about your relative when your relative is such in danger. But yeah, she again just showed that she's a monster. But surprisingly, she was really well-written character, and on her and some relationship they show really well how narcissistic people behave and also how brainwashing looks like. So yeah, surprisingly it was really good. But yeah, even if they did something good, they need to destroy it. And at the end, I didn't like that they changed her, because she was purely narcissistic, and her changed for some. It's impossible. Narcissistic people are not okay, they could change, but definitely not for other person. They always behave like they do everything the best, everyone is bad, and even if they keep hurting people, they keep acting like they're saint. So yeah, it was totally out of character, and that's why I didn't like it. But in general, they wrote her character pretty well. And okay, now let's talk about a huge advantage of this drama, which were Sam's friends. They were such a nice group, and I was laughing so much because of them. They were creating a good comedy, even if in real life I would never want to meet people like them, because they were really mean. And yeah, but unfortunately I'm so mad at Idol Factory that they robbed us from Yuki and T relationship. I thought that they would be a side couple, but they almost wasn't there at all, and I was so mad because from what I remember they even showed them as a side couple when they talk about this drama and some events and stuff. So yeah, I'm a little bit mad about it, and I really don't get it why they gave much more screen time of Risa and Cher, who were totally not connected with the story, than T and Yuki. So yeah, I was mad about this. And also I really like Sam's employees, and they look like a really nice group, and because of them it looks like a nice place to work, and they created such a good atmosphere in this company. And also I was so happy to see the actress who played Noi again, because I saw her in many GMMTV dramas. So yeah, I'm happy for her that she got another role. And the last person about who I want to say something is Nob, Mon's friend. I didn't like him in the beginning. He annoyed me so much because he behaved like some crazy boyfriend even if they were just friends, and Mon was really obvious that she's not interested, but he keep imagining stuff. But I like the scene when they were arguing. Okay, that sounds weird, but I mean this scene was pretty important for their relationship, because Mon said many harsh stuff, but it was really needed, because I feel like without it he wouldn't change at all. But yeah, I like that he changed and his character development was pretty good. But I like that after this conversation he started to behave differently and he changed himself, and since then he was just a great friend for Mon. It was really good stuff, and because of this I really like him later. And okay, now the last thing, but it's more from technical point. First one is that I really don't like the background music, and I think that their choices was terrible, and really often they destroyed totally the mood because of the background music. And second thing, okay, that's maybe just my personal opinion, but I hate that they make this so pinkish, and because this so many pink stuff, it looks so childish. And also I get it that this is GL, but why it need to be so pinkish? So what, when we creating BL we need to make it blue, green, gray, or whatever colors people consider as manly? Of course not. So yeah, I was a little bit mad about this, and actually after this drama I really have huge expectations towards 23.5 from GMMTV, because it will be the first GL drama from GMMTV, which makes me excited so much. But also I really have huge expectations towards it now, because I really need someone to make a great GL drama to show others how to do this. So yeah, I hope so GMMTV show other people how create the GL dramas properly, because the GL dramas are like any other dramas. If they had a great story, it doesn't mean who is the main couple, or at least it shouldn't be so important. Okay, now I think we can come to conclusions. How you can already see, I'm not a big fan of this drama. It was too unrealistic and too cringe for me, and it was just bad written. And well, if I recommend it, for people who like anime and they want to see live action of this, or who like to read fanfics and who like very light story which is very unrealistic, then yeah, it probably will be nice drama for you. You know, this drama has many fans, so it can be that bad. So yeah, if you're that kind of person, then you're probably gonna like it, but if you prefer more realistic stuff, then you will be very disappointed. And well, I really hope so that we will see those actors in different projects also, especially Becky and Finn, because they have such a great chemistry, and if they agree to play as a couple again, I will be really happy. But please give them a good story this time. And well, I'm actually a little bit mad at Idol Factory, because they have really good actors, but they keep wasting their potential, giving them such a terrible stories and such a cringe ones. So yeah, maybe I'm just too old for that kind of stories. I don't know, but I feel like even if I would be younger, I wouldn't like it, because from what I remember, I always preferred more realistic stuff. So yeah, that's all I wanna say about this drama. Now it's your turn. Please tell me in the comment section what do you think about this drama, who was your favorite character or characters, and you know, just share your thoughts and opinions about it. I'm really curious to find out, and thank you so much for spending your precious time with me today. Please remember to take care of yourself, smile a lot, and see you in the next video. Bye bye!